Bye, village.
What's up, Perry County? Welcome back to the Perry County Podcast, Perry County's #1 podcast. Thank you all so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. And thank you for doing all that through the course of it. Because this is, as you read from the title, this is season 1 finale, which means we do not have guests today. It's just us three.
No
This
extra chairs.
This is going to be a nostalgic episode.
This is the last time that, this is the last episode of season 1. We've been through a lot this season, and I think today we're just going to us three are going to talk about what we've enjoyed from it, and
we definitely like to hear what y'all enjoyed from it too.
we're going to take a few weeks break. Nothing official yet on what date we'll be coming back, but it will be posted. You'll see when we're coming back. So, yeah, thank you all for watching the course of this. This has been wild. This has been a good adventure for me.
It's been crazy. It's been a wild ride, man.
My God, boys, it's been
This has been one of those moments. This has been one of those things in life where it's just been one of those things. Didn't think I'd end up doing, but we did it. And it was cool. Yeah, and I've enjoyed it so much that now we're moving on and we're taking a break, but we're coming back.
You know, I sit here, and I've thought about this for quite a few episodes now. I've been thinking about it since we really started this. That chalkboard right there, in the top left corner, it says Treston the Priest.
Yeah.
Was our first guest.
The man who started it all.
And that episode, boy, was it a doozy.
Yeah, well, this is nothing like anything else we've ever put out. But,
And from there, it felt like things got so much better instantly. It was overnight, it felt
it really
like.
was. As soon as that video was posted, it was just
Wasn't it
okay.
Luke second?
Yeah, we had 3 episodes filmed before even one was posted, and since we had done that, the way we filmed it first, and I feel like we learned so much from just filming it from the beginning, and we changed the set. We're in the same spot, but we changed the setup. We got a table, we have
totally different
matching chairs except for mine, which it just sits at the head of the table. They call kind of match, but
right.
It's just crazy to see how much it's changed since we first started, because we were just sitting in 4 mismatched chairs in this little spot right here.
Yeah. And all 4 of those chairs are still in the shop.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah. Right over there, actually.
Yeah.
But
one's covered in pallets.
Yeah.
The other one's got some sort of helmet and a hammer in it.
Yeah, but season 1, man, I can't wait to see what season 2 brings, because, season 1's just been so great.
I'm excited, boys. I'm really excited.
I can't wait to see what the future holds, man.
And we do have some big things coming up for y'all.
We do. We have a big surprise coming in. First thing, season 2, it's a big surprise.
Yeah, I think it's more of a...
Do we announce the guests?
No.
No, we hold
leave you on your toes. We've got our guests planned out, and we've got a big change. And yeah, I really think y'all are going to enjoy what we have coming up through the summer. We're going to film BTPs like crazy. We're going to be on top of it. It's going to be hectic, but it's going to be fun.
We're going to try to introduce some new things, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be a new experience. Not so much a learning curve. We're already used to it, but it's definitely going to be a new experience.
And I'll tell you what, it's just going to be new, but it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be kind of similar,
Yeah.
we learned so much from it.
It's still going to be the 3 of us. We're not changing.
No.
At the end of the day, we are who we are. Have been since we started this. We just hadn't got comfortable in front of a camera at first.
Yeah.
Took time.
But now, we've had so many issues with just the last couple episodes.
I know. It's been
bumpy.
We've had breaks, and it was a lot of things that we couldn't control.
A lot of unintentional, just, stuff just not working out.
Thing pops up, life happens.
Yeah. We had a lot of ups and downs here right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of just compact ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of want to start this one off with a very fond memory of mine. And it wasn't in the podcast, so to say, but it come to me because of the podcast, and it was the trip to go pick up Loaded and Mario.
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
the trip to pick them up and the trip back home.
Yeah.
That was fun. Because that was the first time we ever met them in person. The first time we've ever talked to them in person, met them, and...
I hadn't talked to Loaded.
Yeah.
Or Mario.
I tell you, that's what's pretty cool about this is when we had Mr. Freeman on.
Yeah.
Never talked to him before.
I really enjoyed
I had
the beforehand with him.
I've never sat down. I said on the episode with Caitlin, Aubrey, and Bailey. I've never sat down and had a conversation with Aubrey before, and
No,
we did that.
And Aubrey's changed. Aubrey has changed a lot over the years. And, like, whenever she graduated, Aubrey was a lot different of a person.
I feel like she got happier.
Yeah. I don't know if it was, like, happiness, so to say. Like, I feel like she just kind of,
Maybe she just found herself a little more.
yeah, like, let herself show a little more.
Yeah.
I think it kind of just comes in time. I mean, we're in a weird
Yeah.
time of our lives right now. We're
Yeah.
about to graduate school.
I mean, we graduate in 13 days.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. It was like yesterday I was a freshman walking in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah, but that same freshman's been itching to get out just as bad as I am
you
right
ain't
now.
kidding.
Yep,
You
that-
ain't kidding.
That little freshman, short, fat me was ready to get out of that building the day he walked in.
Oh,
Yep.
me too. Short,
But
fat me as well.
shoot, I just think it's been really cool because we've met so many people doing this, you know.
Really have.
Like
You
in
know-
Christian Morales, we brought him in. We sat down and talked to him. I've talked to him before, but nothing really ever like sit down and talk.
Right.
Like I've seen him at a fair here and there. I've seen him, at a ball game here and there. But like we've never sat down and just had a conversation like we did with him when he come on.
Yeah.
That's what I find so special about this is it's just a one-on-one conversation, or two. There's a bunch of us all talking. You get to hear somebody else's perspectives. You get to see what they've seen. You get to. It's really fun for me because I like to talk to people. I like to hear other people's sides of things.
Yeah.
This is like our version of Adventure Time.
Yeah, come grab your
really is.
friends. Explore
Yeah.
a very different lands. But
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite moments from this, was whenever we had Eric and my dad on.
That was a fun episode.
I knew it was going to be fun from whenever Eric pulled up first.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, yeah, this is going to be fun. And I knew it was going to be fun when I went and sat down and talked to him. Because I was like, one, he's somebody good to have on, and two, he's somebody I've known my whole life.
Just getting them in the door, they was already laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, so.
Like you could tell from the get go.
And I really I've loved all the episodes we've done. Like, there's
Yeah.
not been one that we've put out other than episode 1 that I just was so atrocious by, Episode 1 was so.
That was our learning episode for sure. We had to do it though. It had to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And we talked about not even releasing episode 1.
I know, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
We really didn't want to.
Got a lot of traction, though.
It's not because it wasn't because of Tristan either. It's just because we didn't know what we were doing, and it was
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, that was the first time we had, sat behind the camera together.
And episode 1, we didn't have Village.
No, we
No,
didn't.
we didn't.
It was the only episode we have.
Or we
No.
didn't have it
No, we didn't have Village first 3.
Yeah, first 3 because we filmed them
those
too early.
before.
Yeah. And that was another thing. Like, it was so surreal to realize that we post one episode and somebody already asked to sponsor us.
That was cool.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
really
crazy.
It was amazing. It was.
Shout out Village Pizza. I know you've seen the intro, but go buy Village Pizza. 931-589-5300. Call that number and you will receive happiness.
Speaking of Village Pizza, these cheddar bacon sticks are something
These cheddar
else.
bacon sticks tonight, 10 out of 10. So good. I love me some cheddar bacon sticks. I love me some Village Pizza.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's not much at Village I don't eat.
That's true. I don't get a salad, but they got a good salad bar from what I hear.
I do eat salad. I like their salad bar.
That's good. But Andrew, you got a favorite moment? What can you think of that?
Well, I mean, I've got a top 5 list. It's actually in my notes, so I wrote it down.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see it.
So we've already covered some of these, like Kevin and Eric and Luke's episode that was on there. My
Luke's
dad's-
episode was really fun.
Luke's
I'll
episode
say
was
that.
fun because it was like
That was the
We-
first time we got comfortable.
we filmed episode 3 before 2, and 3 was never really in the public eye for that long.
Nah.
That's why I feel like whenever we filmed 2, it was kind of more like the actual second one we
Yeah.
did because it's actually up. I liked episode 3. Don't get me wrong.
It was good.
It was a great episode. It just didn't need to stay up.
No.
It was one of those that it was. But I feel like it was just like episode 2. It really helped us with Luke. It was a really good episode.
Yeah,
But I mean, like you were saying though, episode 3, it was one of the ones that it was really good for us to sit down and film.
I feel like that was
us.
what made us learn that 3 people was crazy. 3 people was too much. 2 people was a good formula.
right.
Mm-hmm. Right. 2-on-1's honestly the best.
Because you can't just have a bunch of people sitting around a mic and just talking.
That's the best for us, for our situation.
Yeah.
Some people,
Some people can handle it,
they
but it's
can do
just.
that, but not us.
But you got to think we're bringing on people that's never sat behind a camera before.
Right.
We're bringing
So
on
it's
people
different. It's a little
and
different.
we're bringing them on to talk, so they're going to want to talk. And if we have a bunch of people talking at the same time, our episodes, we don't film like 3-hour podcasts. We film
It's an hour,
maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And we've had some that have ran longer, but I mean,
We've had 1 or 2 that run about 2 hours.
Yeah, but like the general average, we have 2 people come on, and it's just our formula, and I guess unintentionally, but I mean it works.
Continuing on with this list here, after Luke is my dad's, for obvious reasons, bringing my dad on the podcast, that was wild. That was wicked. I love that.
I hated that I missed that episode.
And then Trent's episode, I loved it. And then Mr. B's. I loved Mr. B's episode.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the other podcasts weren't good. I liked them too. This was I sat on this for maybe a day trying to figure out what my top 5 was. All day I looked at this,
Yeah, but
trying to figure it out. But
I've had a great time doing all this, and I really appreciate y'all for sticking through it with me.
oh, definitely.
I've loved it, man.
It's just been a nice thing for us to do. And
Yeah. And we've said it multiple times, but this is a really good close to a week because we come, we talk, because all of us are relatively busy.
all the time.
Like, pretty non-stop, constant.
24/7.
And, one thing that, has been reiterated to me once again is things happen quite often to us.
Oh yeah.
Quite often.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as like, oh, pity me, whatever, just because that ain't right.
No.
But how many things have happened to one of us since we started this just a little under 6 months ago?
Too much.
A lot has went down in 6 months.
It's crazy for me to think about. That's how long we've been doing this because it doesn't feel like that.
No,
No,
it
it
feels like
doesn't.
we started this yesterday.
It really does.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it wasn't that long ago in my head,
November 14th, first video comes out, and flash forward to, what is it, May 6th today?
Today's May 6th. This episode comes out the 7th.
It's been on.
And that's another thing right there. I don't know if any of y'all at home really know what all goes on behind the scenes here,
Oh, it's.
but Connor puts in the work. I'll say, it was Connor's idea to start this, but at the same time, Connor's the main person that has really just strived to keep this going.
He's
And I appreciate that, man.
He's definitely the working force behind the podcast. I'm just here, man. I'm here to sit down and talk, and that's about all I do. I mean, I give my ideas sometimes, but I need to do a little bit more than I do. I need to do a lot more than I do.
I mean, heck, there's not much that goes into this either. A lot of people may think that there is, and some people may think that there's nothing. I mean, there's definitely something that goes into it, but it's not a whole lot. I mean, you just edit a video. I mean, there's a lot worse things in the world that there is to do.
Oh yeah.
And I actually enjoy it, and I'm glad that I've learned a lot since we first started on editing. Like, I know a lot more now on how to edit than I do when we first started. Because when we first started, dude, I didn't even know how to get the video off of the phone onto the computer.
That was tough.
That was a big problem. That's one of the main reasons that the
took
first
so long.
episode didn't come out until about a week and a half.
Because
after
we just
filmed it.
planned on filming it and then pulling it off the next day. Because I didn't even own a laptop when we filmed the first one.
Yeah.
We filmed it on a phone, and then, yeah. We've been through, like, so many different filming methods. We're filming on a new camera today, too.
Yeah.
Like, we've been through a phone. We went on just the laptop thing itself, and then we ended up using that webcam for a little while there. That webcam lasted for a good while. Then we moved to that video camera, and now we're on an actual camera, which is weird.
Yeah.
Hello, 1080p.
Probably a lot clearer.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, 1080p?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We've been through some poor quality. This mic has held up, though. I'll tell you, this mic is actually, it's done so good.
You've definitely made your money on this mic.
I didn't even buy it. I found it. It was Christian's mic. Everything that is on this set wasn't paid for.
Was acquired, huh?
The laptop, obviously, that was paid for. That was a gift. But from this perspective, I came in here and we just we're kind of like
piece
squatters.
Things together.
We piece things together, and that's very. You can see it if you watch from the beginning up. You can see as we slowly start adding. I mean, Cardboard Kev's not even here today. That's how. It's just the finale. Cardboard Kev wasn't here in the beginning.
Yeah,
he done hot-tailed out. Couldn't convince Tristan to come behind the camera.
Yeah, we tried having Tristan on for the final episode of season 1 since he's what started this off.
Right.
But
however, I think that next season, the guest we have on the first episode should also be the guest we have on the last episode.
Okay.
I feel like that should be something we do.
And I'll tell you what's pretty cool is the way it worked out is we have 22 episodes.
Yeah. 22.
And that's usually how long a show runs for on TV, on television.
Well,
they either run for 22 or 23.
We have 21 technically since one is no longer on air.
That's true. Well, I mean, they can still watch it via link.
Yeah. Very few people have that link, though.
That is an invite-only link.
But we're going to post. There's going to be VTPs come out instead of podcasts on the days that we are out. It's just we have them filmed, and I'm gonna throw them out while we're not here, just so y'all can have something fun to watch. And but as a podcast, this will be the last episode.
A couple of the BTPs that are coming out while we're technically on hiatus.
Pretty dadgum good.
Pretty good.
Were some of my favorite moments.
Those are without like spoiling too much. Those are very good. Like funny. They're funny videos, and
one of them is with one of our childhood best friends.
Yeah.
And having him on.
That was one of my favorite moments too.
That was definitely one of my favorite moments.
That was a really good episode.
Because I got off work late that night. I got off at like 7:30 that night. 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I got a call from Connor. He was like, I called Connor actually to see if we were still filming. He was like, yeah, we're still on the go to film. It's not just going to be the three of us now. I've got a surprise guest for y'all boys. I was like, all right, sounds good.
We were on the way to pick him up, me and Connor were.
Yeah. And so I pull up to the house, and I come around the corner right there, and all I see is, like, longer hair. And I'm like, who in the world is this? And I honestly thought it was Loaded at first. Because you didn't tell me where you were coming from.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I don't know who this is. And I get around the corner, and I realize that it was Gage. And, like, just seeing Gage, because it had been a hot minute since I had seen Gage.
You lit up. Your face lit up.
Oh, it lit up because, I mean, that was the first time I'd seen Gage in person
Since
prom.
Since
prom last year.
Mm.
Doing the little thing we did with him, that was.
Yeah, that BTP that's my favorite. One of my favorite BTPs.
You'll figure out if you see it.
Yeah,
it was pretty good. I loved it.
But like, I think kind of coming to a close just because, I just wanted to mention the fact that, y'all have been here this whole time too. Like, y'all have missed a few episodes here, here, whatever, but y'all been here mostly through all of it, and the people behind that camera watching at home, they've been watching it too. They've been
3.
Here.
I think I've also missed 3.
Because I missed your dad's episode. I missed Trent Roberts' episode.
There was
one where it was me, Jackson, and Tucker that y'all both had missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that one. Then Jackson filled in for me on one of the BTPs, 2 of the BTPs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was
That was the weird sodas,
which was another one of my favorite moments.
Basketball trivia, Bean Boozled was a good video too. It was just, it was like 11 minutes.
It was more
of
Jackson getting tortured,
absolutely just destroyed in a game of basketball trivia by Tucker.
I wish I could have been here for that one, but you know what happened. It's just unfortunate events.
Yeah. But I do thank y'all so much for keeping up with us and watching.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask these boys right now. Do y'all have anything y'all would like to add before we wrap this up for the last time?
I just like. I mean, I'm grateful.
I take that back. I missed one more episode. It was the Jay Henson episode.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a really good episode.
I missed that one because that was the episode that I wrecked the night before.
I almost feel like Jay was kind of teaching us.
Yeah, because he's been doing it for so long.
He didn't even mean
Jay Henson, if you are watching this, I'm probably going to text you
you
for an episode this season too.
I saw you tonight. I meant to wave. I might have missed you. Love you, man.
Yeah. You were a great episode, man. I really enjoyed having you on. I enjoyed having everybody who came on. A special thank you to everybody who's come out here and that sit down and have a conversation with us just for us to put it up and for people to see it. I mean, it takes a lot to do it. Not everybody will. And I thank everybody for watching, of course, because it's been a ride, man. And
it really has.
And when we first started, I never thought we'd have people who actually watch these, and it does mean a lot to me that y'all do. So thank y'all very much.
I mean, it means a lot to Connor, but it also
means a lot to us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Connor's been the brains of this operation since the very beginning,
which is unusual, but he is.
And, a lot of people say that. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Connor's behind it. Connor's the brain behind it. It's not
He's smarter than you think.
I mean, he's...
When he wants to be smart, he's smart.
And it's not even just when he wants to be. It's all the time. And, I mean, the amount of appreciation that I have to give out to that man is unreal. And, I mean, same goes to Finn. We all kind of do our things around here. But, I mean, I would like to... We have our parts,
and we hold it.
And that.
But I mean, we're wrapping things up here, and we're wrapping them up pretty fast. Like, there's less than 10 minutes left in this video, more than likely.
Yeah, and he deserves. I don't want it. He deserves a lot of the
appreciation that goes on around here.
Yeah, I'm just glad I was here, man. I'm glad I got to be a part of it.
And I look at that board, and it's got 2022 marked out of it.
Yeah,
it's got a line drawn through it.
We took this on into the next year with us,
and we kept rolling with it. And that's what I've learned from this. Not so much I'd say, oh yeah, it was a podcast. We kept it going. I think it was one of those things where it's like, oh well, even in times where even like in January when like YouTube's the crappiest it's ever been, like it'll ever be. It's always crappy in January just because it's the first of the year, and like even through that, like we just kept pushing through. We just kept making it, and I think that's just kind of like a good mindset to have about everything.
There was a lot of trial and tribulation, but we still made it through.
Yeah.
And we've had so many different types of guests on.
We've had so many. And it's only going to vary even more deeper into season 2 because I mean we're to the point where we've got people that we want to come on that are way different off each, like they got their own thing, they're all different people, and I love it. I love talking to diversity. I like having the diversity conversations, like having those like different type of conversations with different people because you never know what you're going to learn from somebody.
That's what makes
or what they're going to learn from you.
That's what makes it fun. Everybody's showing up and they're all different.
Yep.
I've learned so much. It's insane.
But I do really thank every single one of y'all for that have got on these videos, liked them, commented, or just even clicked on them. Or heck, I mean, I just appreciate everybody who's been with us since the beginning and everybody who's joined with us along. Just because, I mean, y'all have made me happy the past however many months since November.
It's been 6
months. It's just been something that I've always wanted to do, and I've had the ability to do it. And I thank everybody for watching.
I'm just grateful to be a part of the ride, brother.
Oh yeah,
sir.
And
it's been a ride, boys. It's been a ride.
It's been a long ride.
And
it's been a long ride.
But it's been a fun one.
That's one thing that we do every time a guest come on. We shake their hands, do handshakes. That's the first time we've ever shook each other's hands, I do believe.
I think you're right.
Podcast.
That's the first time we've ever shaken hands in front of this camera.
And that needed to happen. That needed to happen. We needed to have that.
And
We're the guests today, man.
As tradition, at the end of each episode, I ask the guests to step off, and I think if y'all step off, I think I'm gonna wrap these things up with the camera there. So I'm gonna take y'all's hand one last time.
Sir. Thank you.
And I'll see y'all in season 2.
Right before I walk off, thank y'all. I'm signing out.
Man, it's like one of those things. You're sitting here behind a camera by myself. It's like I'm back in November 5th, right the day before my birthday, sitting in a chair in this similar spot behind a phone camera. It's just crazy to me. Thank y'all all so much, and hit that subscribe button. And thank you for watching and talking with us, because it's just our nature.